There are times in your life where you gotta dig deep. You look inside yourself and think, quit.
So I'm defeated. I'm not used to being 100% defeated, but I've had all kinds of bad luck and no good luck.
Why am I doing this? Why do I torture myself and my family?
You know, I'm gonna talk to my wife.
Then you crest the next hill, you spot your prey, and you know why. You're a hunter.
Broken, contemplating my whole life, 'cause I've chosen a thing that just can't be. Since I lost you, now I know there's nothing here for me to do. My life is empty without you. My friends are trying to help me cope. They say it's time I let you go. How can you expect me to break away, break away? Yeah!
The Boneyard is brought to you by
It's August 5th and I'm out in my fantastic mule deer spot. I'm here on a recon mission.
It is now September 5th. I'm finished with my guiding stint with Freeman River Adventures. Had a lot of fun, had some success, made a couple new friends. Isn't that what it's all about? I'm going home for about 3 hours, and then I'm heading east. I'm gonna go mule deer hunting. All they have to do is see once.
So we're in a hurry. The buck finally stepped up and walked out. We sat for 6 hours. We've got about an hour to get this done, so we got to make a move. We got about 400 yards. So it's 6:45. We just located the tall 4, the big 4x3, and we're going in right now. Those bucks are about 70 yards, 80 yards just on the other side of this clump of trees. They're still standing and they're feeding, and wind is perfect. So if I can get across and skirt the bottom, it's as good as done. As you can see, the 3-point is bouncing back and forth. Can't smell us, doesn't know really what we are. But we're taking off. That tall 4, I guess he moved up the hill. And by the time we were around that last clump of trees, he had moved up. And when we came around, he was a lot higher. And he must have saw us and tore out of here. He's lucky. He's a 3-point. Ryan doesn't want to take him either.
This segment is brought to you by Cam Clark Ford, located on the west side of Gasoline Alley, Red Deer, Alberta.
Good morning, it's September 10th. There's $5, at least $5 over in the field over here, so we're just trying to find a good way of sneaking in. We had a lot of luck yesterday. I think in this 1/4 section we have about $10, and we got in close. I think we were 89 yards or something was the closest we got. We first saw the one big buck at about 6 o'clock, so they're coming out into the field with plenty of daylight, and we want to get in early and set up. The wind is steady to the north, so we're going to be on the north side.
Hey, now it's September 24th. I'm back hunting mule deer. Well, if you're watching this right now, it means that I didn't get a buck last night. Just located some bucks. They're right over this hill. I set the camera up behind me and crawled 50 yards through the tall grass, and I knew there was 2 bucks, and the big one was high 170s, and you know, I got in really good. The wind was blowing perfect. It's all great. I got 36, 37 yards from him, and I'm like, cool, I'm just gonna sit here, wait for him to stand. I know the camera's rolling behind me. I left it behind me. Had an hour left in the card. Things are looking good. This is gonna happen. Well, there was 4 bucks, and popped an arrow, and I look up and here's this young deer staring at me. And I'm like, so he pops up, and then all of a sudden they're all up staring at me, right? And I'm like all crouched down. You know, the big guy starts walking and walks behind the smaller of the two, and I knew he wasn't in the frame anymore. And I did that last year on my whitetail, and I'm not doing it again. What a beautiful deer. And that was an excellent experience. Get out of the truck and into the field, and you'll have experiences like that. I had no idea he was that nice.
Hi, I'm Terry. I'm Dick. And I'm Mike. And you're watching the Boneyard.
Hey now, I'm at the Holiday Inn in Nisku, and I'm just waiting for Randy Kitts to come down from his room, and it's mule deer time on the Boneyard. Hey now, so Randy and I, we finally arrived at our destination.
My first chance of launching an arrow on the Boneyard ended up being a blank. So coyote 1, 0.
So now a coyote, a truck, the wind, and now another buck. The next one has to die. Oh man, that's disappointing. Well, I've heard a story about a guy last year who found an elk deadhead at the bottom of a slough. And it turned out, after getting it tested, that it turned out to be about 200 years old. Well, Brad Guile and myself, we were in this river, this slough bottom, putting a stalk on a deer yesterday, and Brad looked over and finds these massive tines sticking out of the slough bottom. So we're pretty excited. We have a grappling hook, and what we're gonna do is try to wing it out there and drag it in. Oh! Oh! Found some plywood. Good throw! Nice! Brad, those bases, like, what do you think, 12 inches, 13 inches round?
Yeah, they're huge.
They are huge.
The whole thing is massive.
So finally, I've located some bucks.
October 21st, I just gained some new access, and there is a cranker. It's my birthday. Got myself a buck. So I'm defeated. I'm not used to being 100% defeated, but I've had all kinds of bad luck and no good luck for 3 weeks. But maybe next week, I don't know. Well, I'm in my bed, in my truck. It's a major blizzard outside. I'm gonna freeze my tail off tonight, I think, but I gotta do what I gotta do. Well, I was wondering what had happened and why they took off so abruptly. I had 2 or 3 bucks, and Sherman was there. You know, when I first went in there, I set up, I cleaned a couple lanes, and then I started second guessing myself because the rub line was farther down, so I moved over and put a whole bunch of bush in between me and the bucks. And if I would have stayed put, I would have had them 50 yards. You know, I had them at 50 yards. So now, I don't know. I don't know if I have another day in me. I really don't. My knees are aching from sleeping in this truck last night. You know, I'm going to talk to my wife. Unbelievable. Last night I had him at like 32 yards. I shot and it caught the tab on my jacket, and I'm shooting with a broken finger. It wasn't easy. The wind was swirling like you would not believe, and he comes right back in. I put the 50 on him, schmack. Broke the fence. I knew he piled into it. This is what I wanted to see. There he is. I got him. Holy crap. 250 yards, down in the coulee, under a spruce tree. Oh man. I'm so worn out, beat up, broken, tired, stinky, and I pulled it off. It can be done solo with a big ass camera and freakishly big tripod and a lot of heart, as long as you believe in yourself. I hunted so hard. I had no luck all season. Plus 20 some degrees every day, and in the last half an hour of my hunt I've probably received 2 months worth of luck. You know, I owe this to my wife because I phoned her the night before and I said, you know, I can't do this anymore. I gotta come home. I'm done. And she said, Jason, you've hunted and worked so hard. You don't want to come home one day early. I said, you know what? That's why I phoned you. And this is the result. I didn't give up. I believed in myself and I got it done. There you go, everybody. Thanks for watching the Boneyard.
Luck is when preparation meets opportunity. And to have that buck stand there while Jason walks around, and then he takes a shot and misses, and then it walks back into bow range and into the frame of the camera is like divine intervention. You made a believer out of me, Jay. I want to thank everybody for watching. We do have a new webpage out there, www.theboneyardtv.com. You can find links to all our sponsors. We have a merch page, finally. Anything you purchase there keeps this boat afloat, the old Boneyard boat afloat. Keep it real, get out of the truck and into the field.